On May 16th, 2016, a teaser for what would be the next Dragon Ball game was revealed. 24 hours later, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 was officially revealed. And I'm here today to analyse the trailer to see what you may have missed. As the trailer starts, we are greeted by what looks like to be the new hub world. In my opinion, the hub world has a huge striking resemblance to the overworld in Dragon Ball Online. Dims are also back, which isn't really a surprise. We then see a shot of some sort of structure, which is very much in the style of the original Dragon Ball series. We're then given a shot of what could very well be the main meeting place in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. It looks like the main protagonist from Xenoverse 1 has become some sort of legend that the future time patrollers look up to. Maybe there's some sort of save transfer feature from Xenoverse 1 that when used changes the figure to your main character from Xenoverse 1. Humans, Namekians, Freezer race and male margins return, and it looks like you can just fly around the new hub world. We could also possibly be looking at a new race here, the cyborg race or the android race. I just get the vibe of a Android 13 type of character here. Take note of what he's wearing, his stance, his muscular body type and his hair, which looks like a new hair option, which looks like a sort of prison shaved head look. I could very well be stretching here, but the Freezer character at the back looks very mechanical, such as Mecha Freezer. Before we move on to the next part, I just want to say that the character models look very much like the models that were used for Xenoverse 1, which is not a bad thing. That means that they are going to take what they already have from Xenoverse 1 and just build on top of it, which is exactly what we need. Oh, and it also looks like Saiyans are returning, which isn't really a surprise. But just look at the female model near the right, she's in a Saiyan outfit, and it also looks like this will be a shopping area. Just take note of the two buildings at the back. Is it just me, or does this Shenron look like the ultimate Shenron from Dragon Ball GT? We then see what looks like to be the new protagonist just dashing through the air, which really gives you a scare on just how big this open hub world will be. And it looks like the world tournament will return. We don't expect it anytime soon. And going back just a bit, these mushrooms look like they are from the mushroom forest from Dragon Ball. We then see the default characters from the character creation from Xenoverse 1. Also, in the very distance, we can see what looks like to be an exact copy of the Orange Star High School from Dragon Ball Z, where adolescent Gohan studied. And again, just another shot that just shows how big this world will be. You can see it takes elements from other parts of the series: Kami's Lookout, the Mushroom Forest, and the city. Nappa and Vegeta return, which isn't a surprise. And this goes back to what I mentioned earlier, that we will revisit some parts from Xenoverse 1 that are important, such as the Vegeta battle, Frieza, Cell and Boo, which are all shown in this trailer, and the mountain stage returns, which is one of my favourite stages from Xenoverse 1. It looks like Zarbon and Dodoria are going to be in the game. Their last appearance in a video game was in Raging Blast 2. Turles also makes a comeback, and again, the last game he was in was Raging Blast 2, and also the Wasteland returns. What made me look twice here is the glow that's on Turles. It can't be from the sun because the glow is on both sides of his face, but more prominent on his left side. So maybe there's a Super Saiyan 1 or maybe a Super Saiyan 4 standing in front of him, which honestly, the colour kind of looks like a Super Saiyan 4 aura. Lord Slug returns, which again, the last time he appeared in the game was in Raging Blast 2. And as you can clearly see, he's on Namek. In the anime, he never ever appeared on Namek, unless this is just the start of a free battle and he's just doing the stance that he would do before it says ready, then fight. The graphics in this scene with the scroll just look absolutely amazing. I don't have anything to add to this apart from it looks like the scene from the end of Xenoverse 1 when you're in the white room with the scroll after Demigra kills you. Bardock's confirmed. You can also expect Super Saiyan Bardock to return, considering he's been in every single game since he was revealed. The graphics look so good. This is one of the images that was teased on the Fly Through Time website, which is one of the hints that was left for us to try and figure out. Fan favourites Future Gohan and Teen Trunks return, and again, the last time Future Gohan was in a game was Raging Blast 2. There seems to be a lot of characters from Raging Blast 2 making a return in Xenoverse 2. Coincidence? And sadly, if you look close enough, it looks like them giving Gohan both his arms, probably because it'll be too violent if they just showed him having one of his arms. So don't expect that much violence in Xenoverse 2. Outcomes you wished were different. That sounds pretty dark to me, but at the moment we have no idea what this means. Maybe something to do with Super Mirror, who knows. It's funny to note that the Xenoverse 2 logo is blue. If you remember a few months ago, the fake leaked images for Xenoverse 2 showed the logo being blue. I don't know if this is a sort of nod to that, or maybe considering Xenoverse 1's logo was red, and at the time the latest transformation when that game came out was the red Super Saiyan God, so maybe expect Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue. From the outro screen we get 3 pieces of vital information here, and one of them I guarantee none of you would have noticed. But before we get to that, I just think it's a very nice touch that they put the 2-star Dragon Ball there to represent this is the second game in the series. Now it says 2016, which is absolutely insane. I regularly speak to Trivax and he's mentioned that typically speaking, there's at least 6 months of advertising and promotion before the game comes out, so I would say expect it between the middle and end of November. If I had to guess, I would say the 18th of November. Xbox One, PS4 and Steam. Hopefully this means it's for current gen only, but just keep in mind that when Xenoverse 1 was leaked and in the very first trailer it said PS3, PS4 and Xbox 360. There's no mention of the Xbox One or of Steam, and the final part of this trailer is something that could possibly blow your minds. At the bottom of the screen it says Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, logos, character names, blah 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 blah. We already know Z is confirmed because that's pretty obvious, and there's already likeliness from Dragon Ball from the trailer. There's also a few Dragon Ball GT posters from the Fly Through Time website, so hopefully this means Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z and GT are at least in it. And keep in mind they did not mention Dragon Ball Z and GT in the Xenoverse 1 trailers. Done. I hope you all enjoyed this analysis. If you did, leave a like. If I missed anything, please feel free to leave a comment because I will read every comment and reply to as many as I can. And I'll finish by saying that V-Jump will leak in a few days. We more than likely aren't going to get anything new, maybe just some HD pictures or stills or whatever. But E3 is from the 14th to the 16th of June, and I think it's safe to say we'll get something new there, considering there's only 7 months left until the end of the year and Xenoverse will come out before then. I hope you enjoyed the video guys, and I'll see you next time.